What's up, YouTube and Yu-Gi-Mon's players? This is Nightlinks here, coming at you with a deck profile for September 2013. I'm currently doing a deck profile for Bujins for two reasons. Number one, I followed this deck since the OCG, and in my opinion, it's just a fabulous deck. I love the way it plays, I love the engine, it's just great. Number two, I also recently played this deck at a box tournament at my locals, and it went 6-0, completely undefeated. So I'm really proud of it. So, without further ado, I'll share with you my Bujins. Alright, so first up, we're playing Triple Bujin Yamato. This is a fantastic card, really is. So consistent in this deck, and really just by itself is pretty much a control card that just makes the engine work and keeps it going for you. Next up, to support Yamato, we've got Triple Turtle, and we're also playing Triple Crane. And then we're doing, with those three of each of those, we're only doing double Quillen. You know, I only really need two of these. Just three's too cloggy, and yeah, so two's good. Just gets things out of the way when I need it to. And then that's it for the Bujin monsters. Now we have double Effect Veiler, and we have double Max C for hand traps. Now I want to take a moment to say double effect or double Max C because Bujins are literally probably the slowest deck in the format right now, and Max C just helps make them more consistent with all the other decks, special summoning much faster. Alright, so then we have a very tiny little Fire Fist engine here with Bear and Boar. Bear's good tech, searchable with tanky, pops a monster, obviously. And then Boar I chose because I love this card. When it's destroyed by battle, it searches Bear, and then I can overlay with it for like Bear, Yamato, and get Tiger King. Or, because it's a tuner, I can synchro with it into a Crimson Blader, which I am playing because it is awesome this format. And lastly, for monsters, we have One Honest. Pretty standard, all the Bujins are lights, so just run it. Alright, that was it for monsters. Next up we have spells. We're playing triple Pod Duality. 3's good in this deck because you don't need a special summon a lot, but you do need to cycle the deck and search out cards very quickly as possible. So 3's good. Alright, now for a more controversial card for this deck. We're playing triple MST. I say it's controversial because most of the TCG Bujin decks I see don't play this card, actually. But my deck is based more on the OCG build, which does play this card, and I really like it. It's really consistent. It protects Yamato, or gets rid of obstacles for Yamato or Susanoo like Mirror Force, which Turtle can't protect them from, so it's a great card. Double Tanky for searching Yamato, Bear, Boar, what have you. Really miss this card at 3, but 2 is better than 1. Double Bujin Carnation. This is basically the monster reborn of your deck. I was thinking of playing 3, but 2 seems pretty consistent, and it's kind of just right, the just right number. 3's too much, 1's too little, so 2's good. And then double Lance. I play Lance because I don't like Dress. Dress has never worked for me when I've needed it. It's always failed me. Lance has always been there for me. It's protected me. It's helped me. So I like Lance better. Lastly, for spells, we have one Fire Formation Gyoku. This is like having a 4th MST in the deck. It stops a pesky back row card, stops my opponent from playing it. Also pumps Yamato and Susanoo and bear and whatnot. So, amazing card, really. And searchable with bear. Alright, now that was it for spells. For traps, we are playing double Mirror Force, double Horn of the Phantom Beast, double Bujin Regalia the Sword. See a lot of decks only playing one copy of this. I like two. It helps me recycle my turtles, my cranes. Just great card. Now for the one of traps, we are playing one Solemn Warning, one Dark Bribe, my personal replacement for Solemn Judgment this format, one Bottomless Trap Hole, and my personal choice of tech for this deck, one Memory of an Adversary. I really like this card. It's helping me quite a few games, so it's good for me, I find. Protects and gives me advantage when I get a monster next turn. Alright, so that's it for the main deck. Now we have the extra deck. We are playing triple Bujin Susano. I like 3. I find it a lot more consistent because I have had a lot of scenarios where 2 have gotten to the graveyard and I've needed to summon a 3rd to win the game, and so I don't find it too cloggy. I find it just really, really good to run 3. And then we are playing one Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King for searching Tenki and Gyoku and negating effects. One Constellar Omega, and because we've got Omega, we've also got M7. One Star Liege. All the Bujins are lights, so another great card. And I really like this little guy, actually. He is an awesome little extra deck tech card. Alright, now we've got standard Seas monsters, Cowboy, Abyss Dweller, Emerald, which I'm going to take a moment to say Emerald is fantastic in this deck because he helps you recycle cranes, he helps you recycle Max C's, Effect Veilers, even Yamatos that are in the graveyard. Just really awesome little card. I love this guy in this deck. One Diamond Direwolf, one Black Ship, one Pearl, and that's it for the Xyz monsters. And then we have 2 synchros. We're playing one Armides, fantastic card, just to attack with, and if you have an Ost in your hand, just really there's not much they can do during battle phase. And then last but certainly not least, as I mentioned before, one Crimson Blader. Love this card, this format, like my favorite synchro in a long time, really. Alright, now we are going to go with the side deck here. In side deck, we are playing double DD Crow, double Royal Decree. I mainly side this for Chain Burn and Final Countdown decks. It's just, I hate those decks. They're obnoxious and they need to die quickly. We are playing double Gozen Match. All the Bujins are lights, and against dragons and the ever slowly creeping backup windups, this card's actually really good. We're playing double Shadow Imprisoning Mirror for Evil Swarm and Blackwings. Now this part's a little embarrassing. We're playing one Fossil Dyna and one Vanity's Emptiness. I know, I don't have another one of these. I wish I did, I really do, but I don't, so I had to use Fossil Dyna. Not as good as Vanity's Emptiness, but you know, I made it work. I really did. It worked pretty well. One Malevolent Catastrophe, with Heavy Storm gone, and some decks being very back row heavy, this card's good. Double Wiseman's Chalice. This is actually mainly for Fire Fist matchups. It's just a really good card to use, again, like for your opponent's bear and stuff like that. And then one Dark Hole. I like this card against like Karakuri OTK and stuff like that. It's just really good for wiping out their big field. And then last but certainly not least, because this card's a lot of fun, one Seal of Orichalcos. Mainly for mirror matches, actually. This is the only reason I play this card, but it's good in that aspect because your Yamato gets over their Yamato. So, good card for that. So that's the deck. Hope you guys like it. Leave positive, constructive comments. And tell me what you think, improvements I can make, and stuff like that. Like I said, this went 6-0 at my locals, so I'm really excited, and hopefully it'll do well at my regionals next week when I play it. So, anyway, this has been Nightlinks with a deck profile for Bujin, September 2013. Later.